Welcome back to the Tiger Center here at Lewis and Clark. Today we're going to be discussing Algebra 1 Plus. The plus means here in the math lab we try to break algebra down into small parts to help student understanding. Today's topic, Unit 7A. We'll be talking about radical functions, and we're going to call this practice 001 video. Our objective today, I can identify radical functions. Today we will create a tool to help us identify radical functions. The first thing we're going to do is, hopefully you'll have a 3x5 card. If you don't, ask me for one tomorrow, because I want you to write this out on a piece of paper that'll hold up and that you can use day after day for assignments. It will really be helpful. We're going to take plus or minus a, plus or minus a big radical sign, plus or minus x, plus or minus b. So the first thing to do is write that out on a sheet of paper. And then we're going to color coordinate a little bit here. Let's talk about the first variable, this a. If we have a positive a, that will move the parent function up a units. If we have a negative a, it moves the parent function down a units. Go ahead and square that off. Next thing we'll talk about is this plus or minus on the outside of the radical unit. If we have a positive on the outside of the radical unit, that flips the curve up, like so. If we have a negative on the outside of the radical sign, that flips the curve down, like this. Again, square this off. Next thing we'll need to do, when we're on the inside of the radical, we're going to look at the whole thing, plus or minus x, plus or minus b. What we're trying to accomplish here is we want to find out what makes the inside value 0. So let's write that down. What makes the inside value 0. So if we had like x plus 2, the value that would make x plus 2 0 would be a negative 2. So in other words, we want to find out how to make that look like the square root of 0. That value of x will be the starting point. Again, we'll box that off. Last thing we need to look at will be the plus or minus x. A positive x flips the curve to the right, like so. A negative x flips the curve left, like so. Make sure you have this on a sheet of paper that you can refer to on a regular basis, and tomorrow ask me for a 3x5 card. Make it easier to keep. Now head off to practice 001 worksheet and try the 4 problems based on this tool that we just created. See you tomorrow.